Today's horoscope, Libra March 22nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. It should be relatively easy to find time for yourself today, and doing so can be emotionally cleansing. Relationships are more open than usual, and you can get closer to someone today. Instincts for money are good, but brand new endeavors should be postponed. The moon spends the day in your communications sector, encouraging your desire to learn, connect, and contribute. While there are definite opportunities for fun and happy exchanges today, the day isn't always light, but it's likely to be pleasant. You could find yourself determined to resolve problems. Pairing up with someone or getting some feedback can be rewarding. Keep your antennae up when it comes to love situations now. You'll be feeling all or nothing around all matters of the heart even more than usual. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet, is soaring through the depths of your solar house of relationships and linking to powerhouse Pluto in your solar house of romance. On one hand, you could feel eager for passion and pleasure, ready to dive into lusty, spiritual love with your one and only. If single, keep your eyes up as you look for someone who could instantly captivate you. This could end up becoming one of the most meaningful and memorable love entanglements of your life. A working relationship could enter uncharted territory. Think about what you want from this connection, as Venus retrograde in Aries sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. Unprofessional feelings are apparent today, especially if you or someone else has a work crush. You or someone else could say or do something that skirts a thin line. For example, you could ask this individual about their love life, or they could be unexpectedly flirty. Regardless, please think before you act, since you may want to consider the nature of your working relationship before it potentially evolves into something else. Ask yourself what you need to feel really comfortable in your body. Do you need to be in better physical condition? Do you need to feel stronger, have more flexibility, feel lighter or heavier? The way we live inside our bodies has everything to do with how we treat others and how we let others treat us. Unless we exist in a physical reality to our liking, it is difficult to create the emotional reality that we desire. Solving problems will be much easier for you on this day. While thinking intensely isn't usually something you have any trouble with, the added boost you get from a creative twist can bring even more possibilities and solutions. Review the circumstances and toss different approaches about in your mind. You'll figure out what you need to in no time at all, and with much less effort than usual. In between the Sun's departure from your work sector yesterday and when Venus and Mercury retrograde back in next week for a do-over, there is a chance to step back from the day-to-day or moment-to-moment focus on the work and job matters and instead stand back and focus more on the big picture. This is a chance to put more focus on the Dwarf Planet series deep dive into your needs and priorities on the job front and on Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, who here since 2012 moves into his final 10 days in your work sector today. Having the moon in your communications sector during the sun's first full day in your relationship sector is just one of the advantages today. With the sun and moon in harmony, there will be a sense of confidence and optimism while making it easier to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. With the asteroid Juno in her first full day in retrograde motion in your communications sector in Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication already in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, this includes giving the past and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Out with the old and in with the new. The energy is shifting as Venus retrograde in Aries forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, bringing transformation in the realm of relationships, commitments, and personal values. This cosmic alignment may trigger sudden realizations, unexpected endings, and a deep urge to break free from anything that no longer serves your growth. You may find yourself at a crossroads, reevaluating certain connections and questioning whether some relationships, partnerships, or agreements are truly aligned with your evolving sense of self. The desire to sever ties may feel stronger than usual, and while this newfound clarity is valuable, it's important to act with intention rather than impulsivity. If you decide to walk away from something or someone, Make sure you are doing it from a place of understanding rather than frustration or emotional turbulence. Give yourself time to process your feelings, weigh your decisions, and ensure that any choices you make reflect your long-term well-being rather than a fleeting reaction to the moment. However, change is rarely easy, and you may find yourself confronted with situations that test your patience and resilience. It's natural to feel uncertain when faced with transitions, but remember that challenges arise not to break you, but to teach you. The key is to remain centered, trust in your ability to navigate obstacles, and approach difficulties with a mindset of learning and growth. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as opportunities to refine your skills, strengthen your resolve, and prepare yourself for something even better. Your circumstances are not set in stone. You have the power to shape your reality by the way you respond to the shifts occurring in your life. In your relationships, balance is essential. The passionate and assertive energy of Aries may tempt you to be more forceful in your interactions, but being overly aggressive or demanding could lead to unnecessary friction. Try to be mindful of how you express yourself, ensuring that your words and actions come from a place of authenticity rather than dominance. Cooperation may not come easily at the moment, but making an effort to see things from another's perspective can prevent misunderstandings. If you find that certain relationships feel strained, take a step back before assuming the worst. Sometimes, people are dealing with their own struggles that have nothing to do with you. A little patience and understanding can go a long way in maintaining harmony. Socially, you may notice an increase in attention from others. Your energy is magnetic, and people are naturally drawn to your presence. Whether in romantic situations, friendships, or professional settings, this is a great time to strengthen connections and enjoy meaningful interactions. However, be mindful not to let admiration go to your head. True connection is built on mutual respect, so approach interactions with sincerity rather than using charm as a tool for validation. Treat others as you would like to be treated, and you will find that your relationships deepen in authenticity and trust. Financially, caution is advised. The impulsive energy of Aries may encourage quick decisions, but when it comes to money matters, patience and careful planning are your best allies. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. This is not the time to make large-scale investments or take financial risks without thorough research. Be wary of advice that seems overly optimistic or promises guaranteed success, as not all opportunities are as beneficial as they appear. Instead, focus on making small, steady financial decisions that contribute to long-term stability. A measured approach will help you avoid unnecessary setbacks and build a more secure foundation for the future. As you move through this transformative period, take a moment to reflect on where you are and where you want to be. What old patterns or relationships are you ready to release? What bold decisions are you feeling called to make? How can you embrace change while maintaining balance and self-awareness? Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that by staying true to yourself, you will create space for new beginnings that align with your highest good. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you been experiencing shifts in your relationships or personal decisions? Are you feeling ready to let go of something that no longer serves you? What steps are you taking to navigate these changes with clarity and confidence? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support each other through this powerful period of transformation.